Hello everybody, I'm Rob. Today we're going to talk about the border crossings, the drugs coming into America. I think whether or not you decide, is it all a hoax? Is it a scam? Is it a CIA covert operations? Just think about it. If the United States government and Mexico were to stop the cartel and drugs coming across the border, and the Border Patrol stopping all the illegal aliens, there would be no jobs. There'd be no Border Patrol jobs, no DEA jobs, no Social Service jobs, no judicial jobs. This would affect people on both sides of the border. You're talking millions, if not billions, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars lost in jobs and job opportunity. So you tell me, do you think that maybe this might be a CIA cover-up? Or, is this a, what do you call it? They call them a theory, some kind of theory. You tell me. I know last year, 2.5 million immigrants tried to cross the border. Currently in 2024, 2023, there's roughly 21,000 Border Patrol agents. Now, if you divide 2.5 million people by 21,000 agents, that means that each agent would have had to arrest 119 people, which is almost one every 3 days. And that doesn't count, the unreported ones that didn't get caught. I'm sure there's probably more like closer to 4 or 5 million people. And you got to wonder if our Congress really wants to solve this problem. Yeah, sure, they go down to the border and they look like they want to do something and this and that, but they know as well as most of us do, if they take and get rid of those issues, then there would be no jobs for anybody. It'd be completely, utterly chaos. More families and people would starve. So I don't know if this is something that they're ever really going to solve. Not to mention the drugs and the guns. I've actually talked to people that said that the CIA actually works with the cartel. So tell them, hey, well, we need so many busts and so many drugs and so many people to claim it on so we can impress our boss. There truly is, I don't think, any way for them to solve the issue right away. I do agree that we should put troops on the border. Now, I'm not sure really putting an army on the border is the right thing. I think that each state should send some of our National Guard troops down there. Years ago, when I was in the military back in the 80s, I met Filipinos who were given work visas to serve in the military, and once they served in the military there 4 years, that led to a path to citizenship and stuff, and do the same thing for them. And as a matter of fact, why can't they vet some of these illegal aliens to serve in our military? Vet some of these illegal aliens to teach them Spanglish, and once they pass security background check, put them as part of the Border Patrol. There's ways to lessen the issue here. We're currently building more factories on the other side of Mexico due to the fact that we're in a trade war with China. There's quite a lot of people coming up to the southern border, and we definitely need to put troops on the border, whether be National Guard or Army. I prefer that. I think most people would like National Guard. I think if we provide a path to citizenship, and it'll lessen the amount of people that want to come into America, I think it will ease the problem. Tell me what you guys think, if you have any ideas out there. How can we solve some of our problems? We have, lots of problems, and which we'll talk about in other series. We'll talk about global warming and some other things, the politics, the world today. I read an article in the paper about where the president of Mexico wants the United States to pay them $20 billion to help fund the Border Patrol on their side. The president was demanding that the United States resubmit 10-year visas to those people that have been here 10 years or more. And, my thought on that is it's in some ways good, in some ways bad. I mean, it's not bad in the sense that the Hispanic people or the immigrants coming to America that have been here 10 years or more have a chance of citizenship. That's a great thing, as long as they're a productive member of society and are not in trouble with the law. You tell me some ideas that you think could help. Oh, I was on the subject of the president of Mexico demanding that we do something. I don't think it's right for any president of Mexico to demand the United States do anything. You're telling us, you're basically bribing us, saying if we don't pay you and we don't do this and we don't lift the stuff against Cuba and Venezuela, lift the blockade and everything, that you're not going to do anything to help with the border. Might be a huge mistake, because right now Mexico is the number one economic friend that the United States has. We currently are doing more business, I think, with Mexico now. We are the number one importer and exporter to Mexico, and so now we have to depend on each other. So I don't think we want to do anything to hurt each other and hurt each other's people, but we have a lot of issues to solve. And so why don't we whiteboard it? Why don't we get a group of video people together and come up with ideas and suggest them to the Congress, our politicians, and the Mexican government? Surely we can come up with solutions. There's a lot to have to say on the conspiracy theory about the United States government. They're always, as Russell Brand would say, they're having you watch something with this hand while they're doing something with this hand that they don't want you to know about. That's how I feel anyway. Probably taking a big risk doing this video, but the show is Topics with Rob. Not everything is black and white. That's pretty much all I have to say for now. This is good for the first segment of this border crossings and the Mexico and the Border Patrol. Everybody doesn't have to come to America. We understand that everybody wants to have a better life than they had in their previous country. And a lot of these immigrants, they can have a better life in Mexico just as well, as long as both governments do something to solve the problems. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the drug lords and the cartels and the government. Probably nothing, because like I said, it'll take away a lot of jobs. I don't think we'll ever stop it, but we certainly can control the flow of it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and welcome to the first broadcast of Topics with Rob.